Hey, what's up, guys? We are going to be giving you a living roadmap for November 2024. Little update and just kind of my opinion on how everything's going, the outlook, along with how excited I am with the new changes that we're about to have. So starting off, we are going to be getting a seasonal world PvP. This one for me kind of is up in the air. It is going to spread our player base a lot, but on the flip side, it is going to give us a lot of crafting opportunities to really unlock the theory crafting that this game has just an insane potential for. Another big thing that I'm really excited for is we are going to be getting a new OPR map. So everybody's been asking for a new OPR map. It's just been getting really old, playing the same one. So having a new one is going to be very exciting. Another big thing that people were complaining about were the mutated expeditions and the fact that they kind of just got phased out of in-game progression. And so what they're doing is they're going to be improving that and allowing you to get new rewards and potentially rewards that you can only get from certain places, which is going to, again, expand what you can do for in-game content and really create more of a full world experience. So solo trials are kind of not really my thing. I will say that they just don't give you enough reward nor enough entertainment. I really hope they do something with this, and I hope that the reward that they're going to give is a little bit better than the one that they gave before. As far as combat balances, I will say the nerf to the hatchet was just, dude, you can take it down a little bit, but they took it back down to the point that somebody could be stammed out and hatchet tracking again no longer will hit a target. So maybe they reduced it just a little bit too much. There's just too many people in OPR playing range still, which shows you that melee is still in a very underpowered state and is a very underplayed state. So by taking away that for melee, it's really crushing the melee. I think they really need to revert that change. New artifacts and perks, this is going to be an exciting one for everybody. As we all know, having new perks, new artifacts, it's fun to theory craft, it's fun to put things together. This is nothing new in a sense, but at the same time, it's nice to know that they're going to continue on with this. Seasonal events and world bosses, kind of up in the air with this one. Hopefully they give us some good rewards. They did talk about potentially giving better rewards than some of the previous seasonal bosses. They really need to improve this. They need to make it to where something can be crafted for in-game. Otherwise, players that are in in-game just simply don't want to do this. All right, and going into the in-development stage, New World Seasonal Worlds. This one is going to be, again, reverting back to this whole Seasonal World PvP. Really, the fact that they're bringing back umbrals for in-game progression, I'm going to be real with you. I'm not excited about that. Something that just, it was such a grind, but at the same time, hey, yes, it is MMO. All right, guys, and the other thing that we're going to be getting in development is new PvP mode. So not only are we going to be getting a new OPR map, but we also are going to be getting potentially a capture the flag and other modes like a battle royale, which this game could highly benefit from. And they talk about that in the video. It's built for it. It could definitely utilize it. And arena maps already are using the battle royale circle closing. So to make it a bigger map, why not? I'm glad that they are doing this. The new mode maps, those ones are going to be more PvE. So if you're interested in PvEing, that's going to be a nice little addition for you. Invasion mode with matchmaking, I don't think enough people really care about invasions. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's just simply not that fun to do. And you're locked into it for a straight 30 minutes. And there's no way to speed it up if you guys have more damage or you guys are a better group. So it kind of makes it not as appealing to my eyes. In-game reputation systems, they talked about it a little bit, but to be honest, it's just, again, it's more focused around company-based and, again, progressing with a group of people. If you're a solo player, this is probably not going to be your thing that you're going to entertain the most, right? Territory system improvements, that's going back to companies holding those territories. Pickup wars, this is going to be a great addition. You're going to be able to allow a lot of new companies to practice war, and it's going to give a lot of people the opportunity to show themselves as far as what they're capable of and their skill and maybe survivability. Crafting improvements, I think, is a step backwards. I don't think crafting should be something that you can do as in-game. It shouldn't be so simple. You should have to at least complete something in-game, like the Gorgon raid, for example, to craft BIS items. But from what they're saying, it sounds like you're going to be able to have somebody else craft you an essentially BIS item, which I think is going in the wrong direction. Invasion difficulties, again, it's not something I really care about, but maybe there are people out there that do. I don't think that's something that really needs to be done. Invasions are pretty simple. Unless you're a fresh 65, it should be pretty easy to defeat an invasion. In-game rewards and system improvements, again, we'll see what they say about that. It's kind of more general, but at least they're working towards getting more improvements towards the end-game stuff. Global storage is going to be huge for crafters. Again, I don't think crafting should be so much of an option, but the fact that you can craft from all of your storage at once is what their goal is with this. But at the same time, being able to click on a certain storage and look up the items in it when you're wanting to just specifically pull out items is going to be huge. The simple fact that sometimes you have certain craft mods here, you might have certain materials at another destination. And so it really makes you have to kind of gather all those materials up when you craft. To be able to have just a global storage that you can craft from will be really, really nice for really time consumption when it comes to just trying to get all your materials together to craft that said item. Barber Shop, there's a lot of people that want their hair cut to a different style. They want it just different really color just based off their transmog and things like that. So this is going to be a nice improvement to the game just for like the overall quality of life and people wanting to just change little things and be more personable with their personal character. All right, and last but not least is in exploration. Obviously, very excited about ranked PvP. That's going to be a huge thing for us. Hopefully we have enough players to actually make this a thing to where queuing up with a full 3-stack, going up against another full 3-stack actually occurs, because most of the times when you queue up as a 3-stack, you go up against randoms. So having this mode is definitely going to make things a little bit more sweaty, and by all means, I love that factor. New weapons, we of course know that there's going to be new weapons coming out. There's always going to be new weapons. New raids, that's great. Again, we always need new raids, raid difficulty levels. That's going to help a lot, especially with Gorgon. There's so many people that can't complete Gorgon, and then there's other people that can complete Gorgon in 20 minutes. So by allowing them to have raid difficulties, you're going to give people that don't know the fights a chance to actually fight the fight, learn the fight, and be able to increase difficulties just like our mutations. Territory system overhaul, that's coming back to the territory system improvements that they already talked about in development. So other things that they're talking about doing for open world to kind of get you more immersed into the world is doing this influence tower claim. It's a siege system with buildings, and apparently you claim it, you get certain rewards from claiming it. It's kind of similar to forts, but I guess it's another way to get you out into the world and allow you to claim something and get extra benefits in the open world in doing so. Having all instance content available in matchmaking, that's going to be nice. It's just an overall quality of life improvement. Company hall with storage, that's going to be another great thing for companies. If you're a solo player, not so much really going to matter for you unless you have your own company with a ton of gold in it, then maybe I could see that being a little bit more beneficial. And then also having a little bit extra storage if you get said extra storage from this company hall with the storage, right? So the procedural expeditions with extraction, I think, is going to be a fun little addition to New World. The fact that you actually have to extract things, it's going to be similar to the seasonal world idea that when you die, something I didn't touch base on, that if you die, you drop all your loot. This is going to give you kind of like those Rust vibes and such, and I think it's going to be a great addition for the PvPers. New PvE modes, meh. We need more PvP modes. New exploration and collection systems, meh. In-game rewards and system overhauls, again, they would touch base on this one in the in-development stages. Zone up levels, so they're going to be taking like Breakwater and such. They're going to be improving them and making them actual places that you have to go to. And they may even make them zones and where you can get specific items only. So again, that's going to allow us to have to explore the New World more, and it's not going to make all of that in-game so centralized in one spot, which I think is great for the game. New zones will eventually be opened up, but as you can see in the map, you can tell that there's parts of the map that are just barely visible on the edge and that they're eventually going to be expanding into. So I think this is something a lot of people knew was going to happen eventually, but it's just a matter of time and progression in the storyline for those parts of the map to truly open up. New trait skill, that's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see what that is going to be. So overall, what are the big things that we're looking forward to? 1, new OPR map. 2, new PvP modes. 3, seasonal world. And of course, 4, in the very far future, ranked PvP. I'm really excited for those things. Of course, I'm a PvPer. The rest of the stuff, I'll enjoy it, but it won't be my favorite thing. So I hope you guys like my review. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope that making this roadmap into a summed up overall experience for the PvPer, giving you guys an idea of what to expect. I hope it helps you kind of understand what you can look forward to and the overall improvements to the in-game system, allowing us to craft certain things, and just increasing the amount of PvP options that we have. It's one thing a lot of people have said is very limited in New World and that they wish that we had more of. They have answered us, guys. We have it now. All right, guys, and until next time, we'll see you on the battlefield.